Molly, it's Thursday, and just want to point out in your last video, you kept saying that it was the gorilla who liked, the Oreos. It wasn't the gorilla, it was the grizzly bear. And I went and checked my video to make sure I didn't misspeak, because I know I've said Ohio instead of Iowa before. I did actually say, it was the grizzly bears that liked that. So, you know, not Casey the gorilla. He won't be joining us for Oreos, but I can have Oreos with you, because, you know, they're pretty good. Today was my first chemistry class because we have block periods, and in chemistry today, I should mention my dad's working on a deck, so that's the noise you hear. In chemistry today, we were, doing, like, all the safety stuff, you know, make sure you don't get chemicals in your eyes. But rather than just tell us, oh, don't get chemicals in your eyes, always wear safety goggles and stuff, our teacher, who's lovely, she has the best stories. They're wonderful. I should mention there's only 9 of us in the class. I think it's 8 or 9 in honors chemistry, because that's how many people in my house are taking it, so that's the class size. It's so good. I like it a lot. It's wonderful. But basically, rather than tell us to always wear glasses, she used an actual example, because apparently egg whites are a really, really good example of how the human eye tissue works. And so rather than, I have to sneeze, hold on. There we go. Rather than just tell us what happens, she actually showed us, and so she put acid onto the egg whites, because she had them on, like, a petri dish, and she even put, like, a little piece of paper on it with, like, a person's face on it, so that way it looked like it was someone's eyeballs. It was pretty cool. And it actually, like, cooks the eggs, because the egg white turns white when you put the acid on it, and then she actually showed us with bases, and bases are way freakier than acid. I do not care what other people say. Acids are like, okay, you burn, you wash it off. Bases are weird, because the base, what it does is it doesn't look like it's doing anything, but it slowly turns it into jelly, basically, the egg white. It was really gross. And they actually had this one story where, because it eats it so slowly, you don't notice it being eaten until, like, it completely will, like, eat through your tissue and eat the nerves. So you won't feel it, because it's not painful, but you turn slippery, and that's because, being slippery is, like, the easiest way to tell if you have a base on you, because you, it's like soap's a base, and so what it basically does is, because you have fat in your tissue, it takes the fat and turns you into soap. So you're making you soap from your cells, because they have fat in them. It's it's just so gross and awesome. And we also were talking about the Amazon, and there's, like, in-house we were talking about the Amazon, and there was, like, a 6-foot, fish in the Amazon that can, like, eat people. Like, you always hear about piranhas, but piranhas very rarely actually eat people. It's like catfish and other fish that do it. And also Ryan got stuck in handcuffs at Tech Crew, which was pretty entertaining. And I went on the Genie, like, all the way to the top of the theater, but I couldn't reach the thing that we needed to from the Genie because I'm short, and I have short arms. So Big John ended up having to do it. But I went and took apart a lamp and put it back together because we needed parts for another lamp, so I went and got the broken one and did that. And there's new Poovians at Tech Crew. I was pretty excited. Molly, that's about all I have to say, because I need to go work on my project. So